Now let's talk about what this bill gets fundamentally wrong about the very meaning of Canadian citizenship. One of the most troubling aspects of Bill C-3 is that it continues to treat Canadian citizenship like a trophy that's passed on, rather than a civic privilege tied to commitment, values, and contribution. This is a profoundly elitist and out-of-touch view of what it means to be Canadian. Canada is not a bloodline. It's not an accident of birth. Canada is a country you believe in, a country you build, a country you choose, and a country that should choose you because of your loyalty and your commitment to its success. What's even more concerning is that no real ties to Canada are required if this Liberal legislation passes. The bill proposes a vague substantial connection test, a standard so loose that it opens the door to granting citizenship to people who may have no or only minimal or even symbolic interaction with Canada, subject to the broad discretion of unelected bureaucrats. Multi-generational foreign residents could potentially claim Canadian citizenship without ever having lived here, worked here, or embraced the values we hold dear. That is not a recipe for national cohesion, it's a recipe for chaos. But under Bill C-3, someone who happens to be born abroad to a Canadian citizen who hasn't lived in Canada for decades get a free pass, while someone who volunteers in their community, pays taxes, works hard, celebrates our heritage, and raises children in Canada is left waiting. It's wrong, it's backwards, and it cheapens the value of citizenship. Bill C-3 says that citizenship is about bloodlines. Conservatives say that citizenship is about belonging, contribution, allegiance, and shared values. The Liberal government wants to create a system where privilege and ancestry matters more than action and values. That's not a Canada our parents and grandparents built, and it's not the Canada we should leave to the next generation. And there's more at stake here than just principle, because there's also the cost of it. With automatic citizenship comes automatic obligations, including the duty to protect and evacuate citizens during international emergencies. We've seen the staggering costs of deploying consular services and evacuation operations during crises in Lebanon. If Bill C-3 is passed, we may be on the hook to rescue and bring into Canada and provide those services to individuals who have never even lived in Canada and who may have no actual connection to this country beyond a mere paperwork. Canada must never become a country that values someone's last name more than their loyalty to this country. And the worst part, the Liberal government admits that they don't even know how many people this will apply to. No numbers, no data, no accountability. Just another open-ended promise with Canadian taxpayers left to foot the bill. This isn't irresponsible, it's reckless. It reeks of the same people who can't be bothered to table a budget. So let me end with this, Mr. Speaker. Conservatives will always stand up for strong families and people who are loyal to this country, and stand up for the people who built this country and who still are, including the hard-working immigrants of Richmond Hill South. We will fight for fairness, for hard work, for earned citizenship, for Canada puts Canadian citizens and our heritage first.